Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury, and today I'd like to address the elephant, the fucking fat pig in the room. And this concerns, I'm not going to name him, but I've got a competitor who used to be a friend. He used to be a really good friend. He was one of my biggest fans. It's kind of like, it's kind of like the devil, the story of the devil, Lucifer. He was Jesus's best apostle, and then he didn't get his own way, so he turned. And that's kind of what's happened to me. I had this guy who loved me so much. I could do no wrong. He said to me in his emails I was his favorite YouTube watch personality. And he even paid for me. He paid for me to go to Bangkok. He took me out, wined and dined. He bought me some shirts. I gotta be completely frank and honest with you. I was never that angry towards him. He turned a bit nasty, yes. He asked me to keep the sucker horn on a leash, but sucker horn is no one's bitch. Sucker horn is no one's bitch. And I tried to keep things friendly, but anyhow, it didn't go that way. And he got a bit upset because I record all my phone calls. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. The house of ArchieLuxury. I didn't get to the position I am in life, multiple Rolexes and Pateks, by not having dirt on the competition. I mean, seriously? You know how it works. You know how it works there. And anyhow, he got a bit angry. I sort of said a few things which I got on tape, and I don't want to blackmail anyone. It's not my style. I was the victim myself. I was being blackmailed myself, and I don't ever want to put someone in that position. That's not for me. But it's interesting, as time moves on, certain YouTuber out there who's got more subscribers than me. It's funny how those bought ones work, but hey, that's okay. He can do that. I don't cheat, okay? I don't cheat. To quote Margin Call, you can be faster, you can be first, you can be smarter, or you can cheat. Well, I don't cheat. I would rather be first. That's my philosophy. Margin Call. Great movie, fuckaroonies. And then that's the thing. I'd rather be first. First with the wristwatch check. First with the governor. First with so many. I invented the term shitter. Shitter, fuckers. I invented it. So anyhow, he kind of feels aggrieved. He likes to give me a little bit of a jab. Which is okay. I gotta be honest with you, it's kind of nice to be remembered. And I like a little bit of a jab. It makes me feel good. So anyhow, this particular individual decided to make a video saying how the 5110, that's the Patek World Time I've got, is the unwanted one. It's the small, nobody really wanted it, it's not worth much. And I gotta say, it's actually quite funny when you see this. He's deliberately wanted to hurt me, which is fine. I completely understand. He's angry and he wants to attack back. I think he's more angry at himself. He's angry at himself because he wined and dined and kissed my asshole, figuratively speaking. He wined and dined me, paid for an airline ticket, and he took me to an expensive restaurant, and he bought me some shirts, and I wasn't going to be his bitch. And I think that's probably what he's disappointed with. So he has a go and he wants to have a go at my world time. Whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's fat! He's ugly! I don't really care, you know? I don't really care. I don't take directions from, how would I put this politely? I don't take directions from ugly people with tattoos who lack class. Can we say that? And I mean, completely honest with you there, I've always loved the world time. I've always loved my world time. The 5110, I can see, I'm a little bit more substance than some of these fuckers because, see, my love for the watch goes back to when it was first released. See, this is when the watch was on the cover of Watch Time. I've always wanted this piece from then. So if some pig, some absolute pig of a man says that's the shit one, well, you're not exactly fashionable, not exactly, how would you put it, attractive, not exactly cool. You know, I don't like to listen to somebody who's got more double chins than me. That's kind of a rule of fashion advice. So I've wanted it since it was on Watch Time magazine. That's when I've wanted it. And I gotta say, I love my Patek. I've been offered good money for it, and I don't actually want to sell it. I bought it for me. I didn't buy it for some fat pig who, you know, who's going to thinks he can have a go at me by criticizing. And I mean, if you're going to give me fashion advice, I don't take advice from someone who's got more double chins than I've got. So he wants to have a dig, and the hilarious thing is the model before the 5110 sells for over $1 million. That's the 2523. The 5110, yes, it was made in much larger numbers, but it was actually made a lot smaller numbers than the current 5230 or the 5130. I never let personalities get in the way. This particular fat pig has said that the 5130 is his favorite, and I actually do like the 5130. I think it's a very cool piece. I don't like the guilloche as much as the 5110. I don't like the font they use. I don't like the circular hour hand. But in all honesty, I think it's got investment potential. The 5110, I think now is actually a bit high compared to the other world times. Mine is 37mm. Clive's Aqua Timer is 36mm, and Clive seems to love it. So if Clive can get away with a 36mm sports watch, I can get away with a 37mm dress watch. Dress watches always should be a little bit smaller than sports. So he's had a go at me. Well, I got a tough skin. So then he decided, well, he had his world time statement. Then he decided, I'll have a go at my Explorer 1. The 214270. He said, I've got the 2015 with the Mark 1 dial, which I deliberately sought out. I might just add there too. But he said, the hands are too small, the proportions are all wrong, it's the least desirable, never be collectible. What a fucking fool. What a fucking moron. I mean, absolute ditches it. I don't know if you realize this, but it's always the Rolex which, shorter production run, wasn't so perfect, that tend to shine. Did you ever hear about the ivory dial 16550? Yeah, that wasn't quite liked in the day, but bit expensive now. Fat boy likes to throw mud. He likes to throw mud, and I say, come out, criticize the entire range, please. Criticize my Daytona, criticize the JLC, criticize it all. I've got a tough enough hide to handle it. And it's funny, this newbie, he's a bit of a newbie, now has more subscribers than I do. Well, that's what happens when you click and flick and buy subscriptions. See, as they said in Margin Call, you can be faster, you can be first, you can be smarter, or you can cheat. I don't cheat. I prefer to be first. So it's funny. I don't let these things get to me. But it's funny. They want to have a personal attack. And I think it's because he's angry. He paid $1,100 for a ticket. He took me out to a restaurant that, I ate like a fucking pig. I had these little prawn things. Ate like a pig, drank wine. And then he bought me some shirts. And I think he's more angry at himself for being so nice to me, and I kind of told him to fuck off. I think that's where the anger is. He's more angry at himself. Do I care? I think it's quite amusing. I'm quite amused. I think it's quite amusing. I don't watch his channel there, and it's almost as hilarious as the rat taking credit for inventing the wristwatch check. That was funny. I didn't even realize the rat was still doing videos. I didn't realize he was still doing vids. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes there. But do I care? Is it upsetting? I know I'm doing a good job when the competitors hate my guts. And when they want to get trivial and nasty, I know I'm having success. So all I can say to these competitors is hey. Yeah, that's all I can say. So, hey guys, until next time, keep watching the ArchieLuxury channel. Guys, like, subscribe. Come on, fuckers, subscribe. Subscribe, and tell your friends, and put some nasty comments down below.